Whoa! What timing? What's up, y'all? How we doing today? How's my volume? How's my levels? Thank you, Ildrim, for 3 months. My gosh. Hello, happy Monday. Oop, that's not framed quite properly. How about there? Roughly. How we doing today, everybody? Yo. FYI, I guess I'm relying on this version of the stream right here. Please forgive the giant tunnel of quantum streaming. Because, otherwise, the only chat, I can't figure out how to separate restream chat from like the version that shows up in the stream. I don't know what happened to the way we used to have it. It apparently doesn't work that way anymore. So here's what we got. I'm going to go ahead and take this and just drag it on over here. Oh no. Don't do that. Yeah, by the way, this is Sonic Adventure. For those of you who don't know, some of you have to know. This is such a fucking legendary track. Legendary. Let's see. How we doing today, everybody? How was the week? We all stoked that it's Monday? I certainly am not. Oh yeah, Connor. So these are, yes, these are plants. There's actually a lot of them. Here, check it out. They don't belong to me. Look at all them plants. Wait, here. Other way. Right? So right now, Tyler's apartment is being fumigated. Their building is having just a whole bunch of annoying problems, frankly. So yeah, I'm storing these plants temporarily so that we can get basically so they don't die, I guess is the simplest way to put it. They should be done, I think, soon. Yeah, I'm plant sitting, I would like to get more plants, though, in here. That's kind of why I've been going with the whole green theme. You guys can see... Actually, no, I'm looking at the camera, and the walls don't look overly green here, but that's just because I don't have blinds yet, and because they're super blown out, right? But, oh yeah, this is such a great fucking level. I love this level, Time and Space. This is Green Forest, for those of you who don't know. You get the wonderful classic voice line of Sonic overhearing Shadow talking to Dr. Robotnik, and he says, "Shadow, you have to get off that island. It's going to blow up." And Sonic goes, "Blow up?" And then you gotta run away really fast, and this song is good at making you feel like you gotta do that. Oh boy. Oh no, this is not Escape from the City. Escape from the City is where Sonic flies out of a military helicopter and then essentially snowboards down all the streets in San Francisco, causing about, millions of dollars in auto insurance claims from just smacking cars around all over the place. To be fair, though, the military does more damage than he does in that level. The ending of that level is a giant military truck that is literally the width of an entire street, just ass blasting down the hill after Sonic, with the camera facing backwards as you streetboard forwards, which is always a great camera angle. It's always really fun when a game asks you to run towards the camera and doesn't let you see what you're reacting to. But that part works because it's not hard and you're escaping from the city. What could be more epic than that? Epic Sonic introduction level. Oh man, Monique. That's a bummer. Yeah, I mean, I feel that sort of approach for sure. I was tempted to get plastic ones. I haven't bought any for myself, but I would like to get some real ones this time. I've had plastic ones before, and specifically I'm getting all the plants in here specifically cannot kill cats, because we have 2, as you guys know, and I didn't want to take that risk, that's for sure. Orchids are beautiful. I love orchids. What mods are we looking at? We just go down the list, Connor. We go through the list of unassessed. We're assessing the unassessed. They said it couldn't be done, but it can be. And also no one said that it couldn't be done. But we just go through the list of ones that still need looking at. Today we're going to see how many we can get done in a not shorter amount of time, but we have a restricted time frame. Oh yeah, someone dropped 60 mods, all at once. Yes, we absolutely take bets on how many I can do. So I'm going to start at roughly, we'll say 12:30. Well, maybe like 5 minutes from now. There's something. Oh, yeah. This is why. Okay, so I'm going to get demonetized for this. I still can take suggestions here on Twitch, but you should check the roadmap to make sure your suggestions are not already suggested, because I have to go and put them in manually if they're not. Yo, thank you, Twiz, for the gifted sub. Much appreciated. Yeah, Papyrus is such a fun coding language, isn't it? It's it's not so bad if people start out with Papyrus if they've never coded before, but if you've come from like a real coding language, Papyrus can be quite the fucking jaunt. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to get demonetized for this, or I'm not going to be able to get ad revenue, but that's okay, because I recently discovered a music composer who is super, super rad, right? They produced... Has anyone heard of the Bloodborne demake by Lilith? And also now she's working on Bloodborne Kart, which is like a PS1 demake of Bloodborne, which is super fucking cool. And the music in the demake is like especially cool, like ridiculously sick. And just the other day, the composer for those two fan projects created an arrangement of the 9-ball theme from Armored Core, right? It's really fucking sick. I gotta be honest, I've never played any of the Armored Core games. I know that they are by From Software, the same people as Dark Souls. They seem super rad. I've just never played them before. But I did hear this new arrangement that is like the theme of, I think, one of the main antagonists of the series, that the composer for the Bloodborne PSX created, and it's just about the coolest thing I've ever heard. So I'm going to go ahead and play that for you guys. I don't mind if she ends up getting the monetization. I'm going to have to adjust the levels here. And then after this, we will get started on our mod suggestions. So go ahead and get your bets in now. I need to set up formal bets. I still don't have it set up. I apologize. I'm going to do that once we bring the Let's Plays back. But we will remember. Just remember your own bet and don't change it. Honor system. So here's this theme that is really fucking cool, if you ask me. Can you guys hear this? Is the volume good? I'm still going to talk over it. Let's crank it up just a little bit more. Turn it up for myself as well. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Tell me this isn't sick. Maybe it's just my thing, but I think it's fucking amazing. Oh! Yeah, music stream only. The roadmap, no. The part you're going to want to check is like the approval rating or whatever we call that field. I believe Bandoliers is already approved. Smooth. Hell yeah, Monique. Which keyboard is it? Ooh. So sick. I'm sorry. Oh, in case, here, let's make this bigger too, so you guys can see. Vanguard 65, huh? Ah, shit, I'm not gonna be able to click that. Oh no, I'll grab it. So that's basically the song. It's gonna repeat in a hot second. But tell me that's not, like, ridiculously sick, right? I just love it. It's like such a sick arrangement. Alright, let's crank this back down. Let's go ahead. Oh, also this person, Toxic Eternity. You should listen to their music if you like metal and if you like covers of really a lot of different kinds of songs, but a lot of video game music. All right, let's look this up real fast. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit, and we'll get our I need like a good playlist. I don't know. If I'm already getting demonetized, I guess I can just let this play in the background. I don't know. Whatever. Let's let it go. Oh, that's really low. All right, I'm gonna check out this keyboard right quick. Let me see this bad boy. Ooh, that is beautiful. I dig it. I love the knob on the left. I love the slider. This is very, very cool. What is that keycaps? Binary keycaps. Very, very cool. Sliders are like, I'm kind of torn on sliders because on the one hand, I think it's nice to have like, you know, for volume where you can tell like what's the top versus the bottom. But a slider takes up a lot of space for something that is ultimately just possible to do with, you know, like a knob. But I guess you could say the same thing about a knob, since what a knob does is ultimately possible with keys anyway, right? So it's all just preference. Yeah, well, yeah, but it's cool is the perfect explanation, right? What more do you need than that? I have, so y'all know that I have my, what is this, NJ80? I do love this keyboard, but I'm trying to go all ergonomic now. And so I did buy one additional keyboard that I'm hoping is gonna I'll be set. I wouldn't get another one that was, you know, kind of standard format, but I am getting something called the Glove 80. Check this out, y'all. This is kind of nuts. This is for ergo weirdos like myself. Looks like that. Let's see what we got. Look at this bad boy. That's actually the kind that I got too, is the white. So, you know, I think I'm going to keep this one around because then regular people can still use my keyboard, but I'm trying to go all ergonomic, right? Like I got a really sick deal on this chair last week. I'm kind of building out the office, right? Standing chair. This is called the, what is this called? Lean right? Something. It was at the top of like every ergo chair list I could find. It's just really expensive. But not if you get it on sale, or not if you get it used. Looks like a Gundam hand. It does look like a Gundam hand. Or you just sit back like this. It's designed to keep your shoulders nice and loose, you know, so you don't have to be all scrunched and typing like that. Obviously it takes some getting used to, so I'm hoping that, you know, the learning curve is not that intense. Move this down a little bit. But, you know, we'll see. Also, Paul, I look a little bit... I think my nose got sunburned yesterday. I went to the Ren Fair, the infamous Ren Fair down in, I guess technically it's not San Bernardino, almost San Bernardino, in Irwindale. And that was really fun. Excuse me. I did get sunburned though. This is a good song. All right. So we're about there. We got 2 minutes left until we start. So let's go ahead and get our bets in. I'm going to be doing mod suggestions until 2 p.m. mine time. You can see here that it's 12:28, so we got an hour and a half. I did dress up, Connor. I didn't really have much to dress up as, so I wore a My Little Pony shirt that Tyler got me. And I was a druid. I wore my hat, my Nara deer hat that I got in Japan. I hope you aren't like me and give up on it after 1 hour because you have no muscle memory. I feel like I'm going to stick with it just because my shoulders do get pretty tight from like going like this, and I'm trying to really let my I don't know, my back is all fucked. So, and this thing has helped already. I love it. But yeah, I'm hoping that I'll stick with it. And if not, I guess you can just sort of sell it, I guess. All right. Giblet says 23 mods. We got an hour and a half. We got 23. The record is currently, I can't remember. Lizzie, do you know what the record is? Roughly. It was in the 30s, I want to say. 37. Holy fuck. Well, guys, I mean, hey. All right. SK's got 19. Yeah, I buy everything used. Not everything, but most things that I can buy used, I will try to do that. Yeah, same, Monique. That's why, I mean, this, it's an interesting approach to a chair, saying, hey, we're going to make the standing and the leaning versions the most comfortable, and we're going to make sitting on it as a stool less comfortable. So that, kind of encourages you to stay standing. And this is just really nice because it's like standing, but it still supports your lower back, like your lumbar. Yeah, food secondhand. I just yak up all the food that I've already eaten and then just eat it again to absorb more nutrients. That's my go-to. Even chairs, it's like I wouldn't necessarily go for a computer chair secondhand. I'll get like floor model ones, which is kind of like secondhand. I'll get a mesh chair secondhand, but that's because they're like mesh and it's not like fabrics. I feel like people get gross with their chairs. I don't know. All right, y'all. You got your bets in? Speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm gonna take this, put it over there so I still have chat. Gotcha, Zinneroth. I mean, really, it's tough to say exactly when Bandolier specifically will be out because I had to take kind of like a longer break to get my sort of like freelance schedule set up. But we have the next update is dropping in Q3 of this year, right? And there's a lot of stuff going into that, so it's unlikely that Bandolier would go in that version. But I don't know. What I might do is let people vote on it, like patrons or something. Just sort of, we'll figure that out. But Bandolier is pretty simple, and there are, even if there's not like upscaling textured versions available now that we can use, we might be able to make it ourselves. So we'll see. Wish there was a secondhand Herman Miller's market. Is there not, Monique? That's like, I know it's a big one. I would get if I didn't get this crazy weirdo chair, I would get what's it called? Herman Miller Aeron, which apparently Lizzie got one for free because her office was just giving them out. All right, y'all, here we go. Elven ears for Breton NPCs. I'm going to try and keep count over here, but sometimes I forget. So if I forget, you guys got to let me know, okay? Elven ears for Breton NPCs. Or random elven ear shape. I didn't know that Bretons were actually descended from elves. That's kind of cool. It sort of differentiates them a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and say, let's go add milestone, NPC, appearance expansion. We're going to do approved tentatively. Actually, I'm going to move this over here so I'm not jacking up my shoulder quite as much. Yeah, well, so in general, you might be happy to hear this. We're going to add a lot more different sort of carry weight options besides just the backpack that's in there right now. So even if it's not just strictly bandoliers, which will be added, there'll be some other stuff too. I'll say it, not tentatively. I probably won't give them to every single Breton. Whoa, but I love the concept of differentiating Bretons visually a bit more, and that your models are cool. There you go. Say unassessed, approved. Move this forward a little bit. What else? Tags. Say character visuals, not visuals. Environment, creature visuals, humanoid visuals. That's what I was looking for. Say player customization. And that'll do it. All right, there's one. Oh, I did not know that, Monique. Are those models still available? Other gear would be prospects for carry weight increases. Just the carry weight system in general is getting a little bit of an overhaul. Thugs Not Assassins. Ooh, extended. Probably with their lyric Persuade, Intimidate. Oh, cool. I love this. I'm going to call that dialogue. No. Persuasion. No. Factions. No. What is this? Interaction. That's what I'm... NPC interaction expansion. I like this a lot. Let's take a look right quick. Love it. I'll call this approved. Love the concept and additional choice options. Say tags. Persuasion and dialogue. We'll say relationships. I'm gonna call this writing plus dialogue. Wouldn't exactly call it a quest expansion. I think that'll do. Oh man, that's a bummer. Should create a view for this, Lizzie. Is that like create a view just showing the unassessed stuff? Oh yeah, Lizzie and I are really close to being done with migrating all the way from Jira. So it's going to be pretty cool. I can show you guys this. Quick pause on mod suggestions. I apologize to any of you who bet, but you know what the deal is. We're going to be integrating all of the different like bug tracking into the roadmap as well. So you're really going to be able to see, you know, each release kind of what bugs, what features, what mods are added, like all this kind of stuff. We're pretty excited about it. I'm excited to get off of Jira and have everything on Airtable. I'm actually not like I was talking with my wife about this earlier. I'm not a huge Jira hater. I do get annoyed at Jira for, oh shit, now I'm really going to get demonetized because this is Dance Gavin Dance. Whatever. I think Jira is pretty cool. It does have a lot of annoying quirks here and there, but the fact of the matter is, like, it's still very useful. And I think the fact that it still owns as much of the market share as it does shows that it is, which is not to say you can't improve on a lot of the stuff it does not that well. But yeah, we use Airtable obviously now for other reasons, and it's just kind of nice having everything unified in one place. And also it's nice being able to show you guys exactly what we're working on, right? Oh, you don't hear any music? Okay, just me then. Here, I'll turn it up just a smidge. I guess negative 55 decibels is really intense. Very low. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to this one then. No, here. Alright. We're back. No. Don't auto snap, please. There we go. Yeah, the Kanban view in Airtable kind of is not great, but it's serviceable, I feel like. This guy's dope, by the way. I love this person's music. Alright. Shall we? Add-ons that make the container loot. You're talking about quick loot? Yeah, quick loot is definitely on there. That's 2, I think. Bad Gremlins trophy heads. Unique collection to be sure. Let's see. What is this? Trophy heads. Oh my gosh. That is foul. I mean, are these like decorations that you can add? Hosts. So are these, can you just place them down? Oh, okay, looks like there is an SSE port. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, okay. We're gonna replace this. Say Legacy of the Dragonborn ports. So I'm going to change this to there. And then I'm going to say considering. Actually like the idea of macabre, placeable, decapitated heads for assassin characters or just psycho weirdos. Not sure how these will work with placement though, so need to check it out before fully integrating. So it would also be cool if you could put specific heads in these jars for more psycho points, but probably outside the scope of this mod. There we go. Tags, we will say... Yeah, quick loot is one of those really controversial ones where, for me, I would really kind of, like, I get the appeal, really I do. I've played without it for so long that, you know, I'm just used to that already. And there's so many sort of useful things that go on in the inventory menus now that I'm a little bit nervous to sort of, I wouldn't say skip over it, because obviously it's kind of like optional. Quick loot is also kind of a compatibility nightmare in some cases, or at least has been historically. We'd have to see. I mean, if it's like easy enough to integrate and either make optional or just like let people continue to use the other tools, then we'll see. But some of the stuff that we do relies on people going into the menus, right? All right, we got placeables, building in placeables. What? I'm gonna make a new, I'm just gonna add an option, evil. Actually, I want to say like evil RP. Whatever, that's fine. And I think that's okay. Let's see. Fits, we'll call this one build anywhere integration. And actually maybe Dark Brotherhood? What do you guys think? I think that's better. Considering. There we go. Is that 3 or 4? Did I miss one? I think that's 3. Comprehensive. Ah, yes. I knew this one would be suggested. I've seen quite a few of these already. Yeah. So it's funny that this is here. Please keep this in mind before you make a comment on the animations, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I feel really bad for the author. No one should make mean comments. You can provide constructive feedback without being mean. It's more likely to get someone to listen to you, too. Catch more flies with honey and all that. But, yeah, so the last time I looked at these, I mean, I know the answer here. Oh, I don't know who suggested this, but say sort of animations expansion. We're going to call this considering. We'll say considering. A few of the animations looked like they still needed some TLC to me, but I know, let's say, the author has said this is still a work in progress, and in my opinion, many of the animations are already fantastic. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we added this in the future. Say there is also Mike first person and rig to consider, which may be releasing soon. We can cross that bridge when we come to it. There we go. Animations. I would honestly still include this in combat mechanics because of precision. Excuse me, I'm burping. I just had really delicious chicken shawarma. Oh yeah, thank you very much, Lizzie. No problem, Cloud. Yeah, quick loot, the fact that it still takes time to like go through the menu the same way it would take time to go through your inventory screen if we bring back Skyrim Souls, it's like roughly the same thing to me. It's just, I don't know if it's quite my style. And I worry about, I mean, again, if we can make it optional with no real, a lot of people really like it, so if it's easy to make optional, then I'd be like, why not? Alright, boom. Tight. Dynamic impact slash effects. Applies a new particle effect when hitting with a weapon. This I've not seen. What the hell? This, oh wow, alright. Well, we gotta watch this video. Ah, I see. Now we're gonna see the version without the white flash, I'm assuming. It's really fine work, to be honest with you. This is, I mean, very obviously inspired by some of the, you know, like, current action RPGs that are out there. Maybe like some BDO. Can we see a version without, maybe there was one already, a version without the white flash part? Because these particles are quite well done. It's not easy to do good particle effects. Ask anyone who played Second Life. Huh. Is this just the blood versions slash effects? You just get flesh, metal armor, and bone. New spark effect when hitting. Maybe I'm incorrect about the... Let's see here. Images. You don't want a slash option? You can disable. Okay, well, how about this? Yeah, very Monster Hunter. What I would say is, considering the quality of the particle effects is irrefutable, but Jay put it well when he said it's a bit too Monster Hunter. It does, I'll say, I think it's worth looking at because there appears to be a version without the flash effects that only includes the blood particle, but probably, well, I'll say, likely we may have to pass. We'll see. I don't know. You really could say that, I'll say, depending on how difficult it is to get these particles into a less, I'll say, more realistic state, if it's possible at all. How about that? Sound good? I don't even know what you'd call this. Just like, almost like interface visuals, but, let's call it environment visuals, why not? And then I'm gonna put this, considering, add one. So you're saying there's a chance, exactly. That is exactly what I'm saying. I wouldn't call it sound effects, Lizzie. Yeah, so it did say, Jay, that it differentiates between, like, metal and, you know, like, blood, flesh. But if there's, like, metal, then probably it's going to make it that much harder to make the particle look realistic. But it is also possible, for whatever it's worth, to take these particles and, like, make them much, much smaller. So even that is pretty... like, can go, like, if you take something and reduce it by even, let's say, 80%, I feel like sometimes that does it. So, worth messing with, I'd say. Oh, special effects. Yeah, honestly, we could do that. I feel like environment is probably close enough. It's not quite the same, but whatever. I'm probably going to retool a lot of these milestones anyway, as we need. So, it's not tremendously important. Let me see. That's good for now. It was 5, correct? Am I correct about that? Jumping attack. Oh, a custom animation too. Oh, Nick and Knack, the legend. Oops. I heard something. Where was the... Yo, Ildrum98, thank you for 5 gifted subs. Much appreciated. I gotta do this then. Actually, here. Why don't I put this... There we go. Now I don't have to look at my own face either. This is, which song is it? Is this... Oh, this is Tails. Tails, level. Alright, jump attack, custom animation. Range weapon, magic midair. Ooh. Ooh. Time to be here, Shannon. This is the end result. Unfinished, still not perfect. I want to read the posts here. I mean, updated pretty recently. And Nick and Knack is a legend. Nick and Knack is responsible for Animated Armory. Excuse me? Oh god. The very obvious frustration, or the frustration of someone very obviously just pushed to the brink. Separate power attack. Ah, yes. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, considering I've long wanted a jump attack mod for additional fluidity, and the author of this mod is the same, we'll say, also created Animated Armory, so the pedigree is unquestionable. However, the mod purports incompatibility with MCO and likely other combat bits, so we may have to decide between this and some of the other stuff we were going to try. Combat stuff, I should say. Say the author has expressed a desire to rewrite this mod for better compatibility, but you never know if that will actually happen or if it's possible. Boom, baby. We'll say combat, we'll say movement, we'll say animations. I think that's good. This would definitely go in a combat overhaul milestone, and we'll call it considering. Nice. First person animation replacer swimming. Ooh, probably. Water kicking animation to the first person. Well, looking at that, I don't know. That might make me a little nauseous. Yeah, I'm gonna say... I'm gonna say unlikely, actually, for this one. But still worth trying, I suppose. I like the concept, but it's... given it's a shaky cam increase, I'm afraid it may be more motion sickness than it's worth, and it may not play nicely with improved camera anyway. Perhaps an optional, but likely not. What's up, Hector? Maybe you can tweak it a bit. You talking about this animation, Dan? What are we tweaking? That's much harder. Much harder to do. Tweaking an animation is... I mean, if you're an animator, maybe you can do it, but I'm not really an animator. That's not really my sort of sphere. Generally speaking, doing animation stuff is much harder to do. Tweaking something like, you know, the slash effect from the other thing is super difficult, right? Or sorry, super easy comparatively. Yes, so this, if we add it, then yeah, what Jay is saying is true. Maybe people who want to customize their thing can try it out and see how it goes. I'm also, like, one of the things I've considered doing, if and when we build out the functionality for the launcher that allows us to have optional mods of this sort, I was thinking about setting, because I also sometimes enjoy the whole kind of like camera head bob, right? And I don't personally get motion sickness, so it might be cool to use, but obviously a lot of people do. So if we manage to get that feature built, I was thinking about adding a sort of like a box for like motion sickness mode, where any sort of, you know, camera stuff like that is not activated. And if you don't have that ticked, then you get, you know, a subtly polished implementation of these kinds of things. So maybe we'll put considering, in case we can make it optional. I guess I can delete this part. Let's see, animations and skeleton, we'll say camera. That'll do. This would be controls and camera expansion, and we'll call it considering. How about that? Does that make everyone happy? That's a nice compromise. Recoil on objects. Makes actors recoil when they hit objects. That would be cool. Oh, doodles. Let's see. Moving or destructible objects. That's smart. Oh, doodles. You legend, you. Recoil and hit should actually... Oh, no Skyrim platform dependencies either, compared to, I guess, this one. I've never even heard of that. I would say... Let's see, bugs. Needs to be updated. What, like for the new Skyrim version? Well, that's not like a real bug.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you enjoyed the video.
Yes, absolutely, Liam. Really, it depends on the... Dan, you've seen which one? The kicking camera thing? And yes, Liam, what we really, it comes down to the tick box functionality, which is something that we've had on our list for a while. Our primary launcher dev has been extremely busy and frankly had to output just an insane amount of features and work over a short time. So we've just been sort of, because we're working on all this other stuff, but that's kind of like our last, at least that I can think of, our last big feature, right? That we don't have for the launcher yet that we would like to have. Because that pretty much I can't think of anything else we could want, because we have kind of total flexibility control at that point, right? All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and say considering, just because it's a pretty significant change to expected combat behavior, but I love the concept, and honestly, I'm very likely to add this. Say, this would also be, I guess you would call that combat overhaul. It's almost like camera, but more combat to me. Let me see. Recoil on objects would be animations and skeleton, camera, combat, and SKSE plugin. I might have missed a couple of those. All right, cool. We done it. Valhalla Combat. Got a comment. Lizzie says, does not fit Requiem. Oh, I saw this one. I think I agree with her on this. Script-free time blocking, projectile parrying. I think, yeah, if this is the one that I've seen, it's super cool. You know, I love what it attempts to do. Yeah, it's kind of almost like a For Honor or a... what's the Assassin's Creed style sort of like combat system, right? But it does a whole lot, and it's very much what you might call a kind of flashy, arcadey combat style mod, versus what we try to go for, which is more realism and sort of more Mountain Blade than Assassin's Creed, right? Yes, that would be... Oh, gotcha, Dance Up. That would be fantastic. I would love that kind of thing. Again, it's beautiful work. I think it's super cool. It's, well, it's a lot of blood. Look how bright during exhaustion deal. And, like, it steps on the toes of a lot of stuff that Requiem already does or that we already do. So I'm going to call this one, never say never with something that's this cool. Unlikely almost declined, but it's really cool looking, so I'll leave that smidgen of chance, though it really is only a smidgen. This mod's functionality looks, that's not spelled right, looks awesome, but it's very arcadey pre-combat versus the more realistic we aim for. So very unlikely to ever be included. IMO. It's a lot of words to say something pretty basic. Y'all know how I do. Tags, we'll say combat, we'll say animations, we'll say... Honestly, that about applies. You like the next one, Lizzie? Let's see. Evolve. Oh, yeah, Eve. I know Eve. Speech, other factors, resources in the area, time of year, distance from large cities. So, hey, look, it's Monique. Monique, if you're still here, it's your suggestion. I'm going to say, I know this one already. Considering, but a very likely inclusion. We have been looking for a trade routes replacement for a bit. Because it's not... Lizzie, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but trade routes does not currently work with the newest versions of Skyrim, right? Was like a problem. Updated to work with the newest, and it's unlikely to get... Okay, cool. An update IMO. Depending on how Eve functions, it could be... Yo, thank you for the Prime sub, Ant Jam. Perfect solution. And I know the author has a whole suite of cool mods. Hey, we're going to call this one Economy Expansion. We'll say, considering, add another one. Tags will be Economy, be Region, no. I guess you can call it factions and relationships of sorts. Yeah, that's something I would be concerned about too, the difficulty drop. It's unfortunately how, actually we were talking about this in the team chat the other day. Jay was saying how, like a lot of the Arkham games, like once you sort of figure out the relatively simple combat puzzle, it becomes way too easy. And how that kind of approach is not, the other example he gave is, you know, a game that does it, keeps that sort of simple approach, but keeps it feeling good is like the Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor games, because that sort of combat is only one part of what's happening. But if, you know, combat is huge for what we do, and we have a very multi-layered and complex system, so I am concerned to sort of boil that down to something like, you know, Valhalla. And that's separate from the other concerns, I would say. Cool. I'm gonna call this Persuasion. Dialogue and Persuasion. Did I count this one already? I think I did. Traverse the Ulvenwald. Whoa, what the hell? Overall scrims, 300. Whoa, my gosh. Here's a new tree mod that I've not heard of. Holy jeez. Is this trying to dethrone fucking... What's it called? Nature of the Wildlands as the most intense tree mod? Huh, well some of these I feel like I almost recognize. Look at this. Yeah, no kidding, Jay. Not even just the GPU, but it's like, this is the kind of thing that unfortunately really increases draw calls. It's the geometry. And then your CPU. That's a weird version of the marsh. Wait, was that the marsh? Alright, stop. No, it's Falkreath. Where did I see marsh? There's the marsh. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna lean against this. Sometimes I like seeing these on stream and kind of testing them live. It's like pretty fun to sort of, you know, play around with. Let me move this a bit closer. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Might fuck with your predictions a little bit, but it's always fun to check it out. I recognize some of these models for sure. Is that a lot? Oh, wow. Seasons compatibility as well. Let's see. Well, how about this? We'll do it really fast. We're just going to do a real quick test, right? Let us go ahead and 4K. We're going to go 2K. Replaces all vanilla wild trees. Better FPS, supports seasons, 2K textures. Okay, we're going to do this one. Wait, light. Which one should we do here? Places. Well, so does this mean that these ones add trees in addition to vanilla? Let's just try for the sake of, oh, maybe it's like, it's only vanilla that it adds then. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do whatever the first one is, like the main one, which I think would be this, right? So I'll download this, and we'll see. So right now, we're gonna jump in, just, you know, as things are now, see what sort of a performance we get, and then go from there. Yeah, I mean, if it includes the 3D models, that would be great, Jay. Yeah, and if it includes their own properly patched collision, that would be wonderful. I gotta be honest though, guys, I just love looking at new tree mods just to see what they look like. It's fun for me. I feel like I've evaluated every tree mod out there, really. I would say the best looking one I've ever seen, easily, is Nature of the Wildlands, but that's not like a hot take. And Happy Little Trees, I think, is fantastic. I think that the performance and visual balance is just unbeatable, which is why we use it. Well, either way, we can start. We'll say, at the very least, I can start tagging it with Ultra only. We'll say, environment visuals and seasons. Y'all, there's a new EMB series version available for download. How about that? So I'm gonna go here. Actually, no, let's just make a new character. Let's keep it nice and safe. Yeah, I'm definitely getting demonetized on this video. This is My Hero Academia music. Alright, we got the... Oh, I can't Alt-Tab. While I'm doing this, I forgot. Oops. I was going to Alt-Tab and work on other ones. Trying to be efficient, you know? But oh well. I also can't read your chat. What am I missing? Communicate in the form of alert sounds that I can hear. Morse code. And I'll be able to understand what you guys are saying in the background. Come on. There we go. Alright. Custom game main. And I'm going to load the... We're going to do Surviving in the Wilds Riften. Exit. Wait, no. Whoops. Might be. This is a good song. Okay, I think that's correct. Whatever. Let's go. There she is. The Wildlander herself. It sucks not being able to see chat. I'm gonna have to figure out a solution for this later. Get like an iPad and let it show up. Okay, so let's get oh, I don't have my FPS counter. Because if I do no. Shift enter. 60 roughly. I can do it that way. Let me just turn on the where is the FPS thingy? Let's see, performance, speed hack, shader cache, engine, or input. Show FPS. I'm gonna change this actually to let's just say F8 for now on my new keyboard. No. F8. There we go. I'm just gonna change that for myself right here. There we are. So right here, saved roughly what, 57 right now. Now we're gonna go to fault breathe exterior. Actually, I'll just make a real save. Oh, I forgot that we have that. Quick save does that. Fault breathe exterior 01. I'll look at you guys' chat right now. Let's see. Yeah, seasons are gonna be awesome. Oh my gosh, Monique, that's crazy. Yeah, I have a keypad. I just, right now, it happens to be not plugged in, or like there's nothing that I can sync it with. All right, so what was that? Roughly 60, about 57. Ooh, let's say BAT good weather. And we're gonna run this way. Go BAT super. Whoa. Go faster. Sorry about that debug notification. We go right here, right? 60, roughly. Make another save. And now we outie. Let's check our beautiful new tree mod. Excuse me, I'm gonna burp. I'm gonna do it off mic. So that's gross, you know? Here we go. I move away from the mic to breathe in. You guys know that, I mean, not like I know him personally, but I swear that, oh my god. I can't fucking remember his name. Mr. Chocolate Rain himself. Tay. That's his name. He seems really cool. Like, people will just, yeah. He will just, like, have left comments on random videos saying things that I personally agree with. So that's, you know, that means someone's cool in my mind. Subjective. If you agree with me, then you're cool. If you don't, then get away from me. I don't want to know you. That's not true. I don't only like hanging out with people who agree with me on everything. That would be boring. There are certain things, though. You know, like, if someone's going to sit there and tell me that, like, we're talking, like, core values, right? So, like, if someone's going to really honestly sit there with a straight face, look me in the eyes, and tell me that the best Simpsons seasons are all after season 10, not only are we not going to be friends, but, like, we might actually just fight, like, on the spot. I'm not a violent person, I like to think, but sometimes, you know, you just got to do what you got to do. You can't, there's statements like that, you're like, this is equivalent to the Crusades in terms of, you know, two opinions that cannot be held simultaneously, and one needs to win out over the other. Oh shit, I forgot to change the, well, whatever, I don't have to. Okay, so my FPS is definitely worse by about, roughly about 10, 12. It's pretty. And of course, Dindulod is not gonna be, you know, updated, but those are nice. I like how big they are. let's go ahead and check out our other spot. Check chat. That's cool. He's an Overwatch fan. Yo, what's up, Androm? Simpsons. I thought we didn't allow politics in this chat. Yep. Like saying the original... Do people say the original trilogy did disservice to the sequels? I wish I had the ability to spit bees out of my mouth. That felt pretty good. I mean, it's lower, for sure, but not like, you know, alarmingly so. If I turn that way, it will be. Honestly, it looks pretty similar. I would say that the difference in tree models is not quite as extreme as something like Nature of the Wildlands. These are pretty saturated leaves right here. The density is obviously upped, right? Because there's a lot of custom tree. I mean, this does look really nice. Now it's starting to hurt a little bit. It does look very nice. Oh, it's raining. No. Only good weather right now. I mean, yeah, the performance is not horrible. It's probably better than Nature of the Wildlands. And it does look really good. Again, I feel like I mean, I love these kind of like hanging moss. Like, this does look really good. This thing might be sort of trying to occupy a space between something like Happy Little Trees and Nature of the Wildlands, and I don't know, it's pretty good. Kind of makes you want to visit maybe one of the other locations even. Looks like it should be Valenwood. That's more dense than me in math class. Oh, thank you very much, Androm. I really appreciate it. Oh, also, wait, what the heck? Oh, what's up, Greg? Thank you for 31 months. Let's see. Let's check out the swamps, just, you know, for posterity's sake. Morthal exterior 1. It's been a while since I walked around with Nature of the Wildlands. I've not used the more recent versions. Monique, were you saying that they had, excuse me, the Nature of the Wildlands has its own 3D LOD models now for use with Dindulod 3, or what's the deal with that? I like these. I like the color of them. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. This is very swampy and marshy. I like this a lot. Big fan. Wow, okay. So, I'm glad we took the time to evaluate this. Cool, thank you, Monique. Alright, well, that one took a little bit longer. I'm going to say, considering we took the time to walk around a bit with this mod on stream, and I was quite impressed by the visuals and performance balance. It was definitely a performance impact compared to our current Happy Little Tree setup, but I think not nearly as much as Nature of the Wildlands, or at least the older versions I tested. Definitely worth considering for an ultra tree setup, I think. Though there may not be, I should say, though the LOD... What's the LOD situation here? LOD. Don't see anything there. I'll just say I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it has proper LODs the way HLT and Wildlands do. Alright, cool. This is definitely environment visuals. Boom, baby. That was a long one. Yeah, I would say so, Lizzie. I feel like LWOPS was about the same as Nature of the Wildlands, maybe a little bit better performing, especially with the improved version. Oh my god, I always forget to blink, and then I blink, and then my eyes are just like screaming at me. Oops. Seasonal landscapes, huh? Seasons of Skyrim provide visually distinct seasons. Frozen, normal one. We need frozen land, Skyrim, not a hot land like elsewhere. Okay, alright. Let's see, add request. We'll say, seasonal landscapes. Yeah. This is related. Now I gotta go here. Seasonal landscapes. Regular. Say, considering. We will definitely need a comprehensive grass solution use with seasons at some point. So definitely, we'll say, so worth evaluating for sure, and maybe more likely than the unfrozen alternative. Another user, since this still retains some of the, I'll say, since this having some areas remain frozen, be a less drastic change to deal with. There we go. You're a hot land like elsewhere. Elsewhere? How do you pronounce it properly? Environment visuals. This song is called Trinity. Or is this This is Jet Set Run? Oh, it is. Sorry. I thought this was Trinity for a second. It's the sequel to You Say Run. Seasons, environment visuals. Alright, cool. Seasons integration. Considering. Nice. That'll do. Unique dragon aspect. Dragon aspect of unique and personal things. Great idea. Wish the model allowed for you to pick your own color in game. American dragon fruit. Oh, what is this? Interesting. Oh. Cool. Oh. This is Kuima. Huh. Dragon aspect enhancement. Cool. I mean, I really like this concept. I would say approved, assuming no issues. The idea of different dragon aspects being differentiated. That is a nice detail. That is a nice boulder. You guys ever see that tweet? I don't know why this is in my head, but it made me laugh. There's a tweet from, I think I've mentioned this before. It was like the Utah, some like local Utah PD or like Colorado PD or something, where they were like just sending out like a PSA about a boulder that had fallen onto one of the main roads. And they said, so it was like, be advised, a large boulder the size of a small boulder has been seen on like this highway. And everyone's like, oh really? That's a nice deal. Okay, that's good enough. A large boulder the size of a small boulder. Either that or the inverse, which is just really funny to me. Humanoid visuals, I guess, then be like FX and maybe, I think that's good. We'll call it quality of life of sorts. Cool. Say, I almost call that a spell pack. That's where I'm gonna put it. Approved. And then there's 12, which again I think is accurate, but if that's not accurate, you guys have to tell me. People's predictions are on the line here. No more swimming in air. Fix floating swim idle. So it plays well above water and... whoa, okay. That was 17? What? Oh my god, alright, well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 5. I want to see. Ah, I understand. Oh, is this the same person as, No, I don't think the same person is evolving value economy. Is there a video, maybe? Yeah. No more swimming in air. Okay. 15. 2 of the mods updated today were creations. Okay, maybe I can right click -1. So I'm assuming, I mean, that looks fine to me. I'm assuming that's the fixed version. Right? That water looks wild. Is there... Don't mind the head under the water. It's more my E and B water or an engine problem. I don't really understand what I'm looking at. There's like no comparison. I'm afraid to play this a little bit. I'll just read the... Seems to be incompatible. Alright, well, why not? Yeah, I don't have another screen. That's the problem. That's like why I have everything set up like this. I'm waiting to get a new monitor, but for right now I don't have one, so everything's just on this one. I'm gonna say considering, but very likely approved. Everyone in the comments seems to love it, and I can't imagine there'd be a problem. Just have to confirm because the materials on the description page don't do a great job of showing, I'll say comparing before and after. Say tags, animations, and we'll say bug fixes and quality of life. How about that? 16. Oh yeah, please do, Jay. That would be great. Anyone, really. And then let me know and we'll revisit it. In fact, I'll leave it right here. Thrones of Skyrim replaces the generic thrones. Ooh, that could be cool. Whoa. Well, it's like pretty cool, but this one's a little weird. These ones I like. I do think that they should be different. I'm gonna go ahead and say approved, because why would all these chairs be exactly the same? It's pretty weird. Okay, cool. Thanks, Jay. Just a weird video? Hell yeah. Well, I'm even more excited then. I'll do this one real fast. Say environment visuals. Approved. Say approved. Very cool idea. Only one I can see that looks a little weird. It's good enough. Add 1. No more swimming in air. Go back to this. Oh, I still had it open. Oh well. Oops. Videos. Feminize crafting animation. Oh my gosh. Ah, this type of video. I know it. Actually, I've seen this creator before. It's actually kind of a cool, like, or this whole idea of voice text-to-speech is kind of cool for people who don't necessarily speak English, but who want to have something like this, like a modding reviews channel, or really just anything. Here we go. It's kind of like more accessible, right? No more swimming in air. Ah. Okay, well, yeah, I think we can say that's a real improvement. I love that they, like, tracked the motion on that. There's some cool edits. Yeah, you know, it doesn't seem that way, Kai. Thank you very much, Jay. I really appreciate it. Yeah, those crafting animations, you know, when I see them, I say, my gosh, how overly masculine. So I'm glad we can fix that. All right, let's say just approved. This one will be animations, expansion. I think I already counted that one, so I'm not going to count it twice. Blackbeard's beards. Not sure if this is HPH compatible. Add 17 beards. Mashup of existing beards. I will say approved if no issues, but as Lizzie said, we will have to watch out for HPH compatibility or whatever we might replace HPH with. I actually have been thinking about replacing high poly head because I feel like someone told me about a nicer, like less polygon intensive option, because high poly heads, as far as I know, is just straight up like the author, excuse me, just took the existing head model and just doubled the amount of vertices by adding an additional vertex between like each two. Does that make sense? It's not going to stop till the iron ingots have boobs. That's the mod that I would like to see. Whatever we might replace. Say approved. That said, nothing wrong with additional beard options. Player, nah, humanoid, nah, NPC, appearance expansion. This will be visuals and player customization. Nice. We did it. What are we, 132? Oh my god. Monique, I did not know that. Wow. That is special. Stockades of Skyrim. 2D Acid, Scott, used by Orcs and Bandits. Ooh. Wanking Skeever. Yep. Alright. Easy add. Say environment visuals approved. Say approved. Wanking Skeever W per usual. Environment visuals. Boom, baby. 19. Make reeling barrel traps use cement barrels. Oh, do they not by default? That's funny. Another wanking skeever. I didn't even know that there was such a thing. That's funny. Where could the Reeklings be hiding? That's really funny. Okay, another one. Approved. Another easy add. Tags. Quality of life. We'll say environment visuals. And this one will be... This is... I'd call that more of a fix than like a visual enhancement. Sexy foods. I mean, hey, you know, I remember being in 8th grade and we were on a field trip to DC, like my whole middle school, right? This is like the big trip that you gear up for. And I was like sitting in, it's like the first time you're like sort of unsupervised, right? Or like I remember sitting in our hotel room. It was like me and 3 of my friends. And, you know, sure enough, on Cinemax or something like that, on the hotel TV, there was like I think it was like a show about like fetishes or something like that, like unusual fetishes. And this episode was about like people who just really like incorporating food, right? They're like, it's like a food fetish into their sexual activity. And it wasn't like explicit, which would have been pretty awkward. You have a bunch of 8th grade boys. But I just remember us sitting there watching this just going, I can't fucking believe what I'm seeing right now. It was like, not even just like sexy foods, like people, you know, they rub like, oh my God, whipped cream like on themselves. But there was people who were like, it was like ketchup and mustard and like, they're like turning themselves into a hot dog. And I'm just like, this is no judgment at all. Just not for me, we'll say. That's what you're into? Fucking go nuts. Sounds delicious, frankly. I wish I was into it. Approved. Add 1. Dunzo. Oh yeah, we actually are working on some stuff like that, Kai. TLC episode, a guy who has a fetish for balloons. Ooh, hell yeah. Like that one Junji Ito comic. What affects whether skeevers will attack you or run? I have tried Whiterun sewers. Yeah, I actually don't know, SK. I would have to look at those specific Whiterun sewer skeevers, right? Because sometimes I've been in dungeons that I know are, you know, the skeevers are not placed by a mod, and the skeevers will run from me, and other times they don't. So I don't know what's going on there. Married to a brick, married to a carousel, bathing in the oil. Oh my gosh. I did see one, like maybe it was like a TL, it wasn't the whole, I didn't see like the episode, but I saw clips from one where it was like a whole series of people who were in love with their cars, where just like, again, if it's not hurting anyone, you do you. Like, go nuts, humans, right? We're wild. The new ideal, Battlespire inspired Ideal Master replacer. Ideal Masters. Purple includes an soldier and fragment with Ideal Masters. We see. Are these in the Soul Cairn? Yeah, I mean, it looks like the Soul Cairn to me. I mean, that's pretty cool. What does it look like in vanilla? New optional sound. Hold on. Oh, wow. I forgot this is extended. I'm going back to 9-ball after this. Oops. You guys hear that? Ugh. Here, hold up. Oh, it's not even the, they should have gotten rid of whatever there's like a skeleton or something underneath this, unless that's part of it. I kind of like the red. And I like these models for sure. I'm down. This looks cool to me. What do they look like to begin with? I feel like I need to look at that at least. No. Ideal Masters, Skyrim. Oh. Yeah, these are lame comparatively. I like the new ones. Alright, cool. Sounds good to me. Are they, Lizzie? No other adjustments to them? Alright. Well. 9-ball again. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way, Jay. Huh. Well, that's interesting for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, that actually kind of makes sense since, what's it called? That's how they behaved, right? Like in the, some of those dungeons I was talking about. Oh, no play. Say approved. Way cooler. Say, I guess this is creature visuals of sorts. Maybe environment visuals as well. And technically, sound. Approved. Call that one creature visuals, actually. I don't think you fight them, though, right? Or do you? Max power. Yeah, we're going to be adding throwing weapons of many different kinds. So we'll see how it's going to get like a proper implementation. That's a little bit of a ways away. Such a good song. All right. 21. Am I still accurate, Lizzie? Unique quill of gemination. Lake Honrick, Valdsdet. If this is a unique item, it's kind of like... Oh, yeah. That looks beautiful. Hell yeah. Alright, cool. Thank you. Again, Yami no Tenshi has gotten... I mean, has suggested a ton of mods anyway, but probably has the highest ratio of, like, accepted versus suggested. I'll call that, the item, I don't even know what you'd put this in. It's like in visuals. Let's say visuals, what do I have? Creature, interface, environment. I don't know. Like MISC, fucking environment. Why not? I'm gonna subdivide these later anyway. Throwing weapons would be folded into their... they'd get their own skill under the new skill tree plans, or the new skills plan. Like, you'd have an entirely separate skill just for them. Lots of different things would get their own skill. But if we ended up implementing them before we did the skills, then most likely, yes, they would just have perks within the marksman tree. Environment visuals expansion 1. Did I count this one already? I can't remember. I need to do this in a specific order. Approved. Very cool. Tags. I don't think I counted it. No, it's item and object visuals. Oh, you guys want to take a deep breath with me? Just go. And breathe into your stomach and not your chest. I always forget to breathe. It's about... Release all that stress, you know? Listen to heavy metal music. And release all your stress and all your problems. Just... in and out. You know? I think that's good. Boom. It probably would not use the custom skills menu mod, Kai. Or this custom skills framework. If we need to, I would use that. But the problem with the custom skills framework, it's amazing, don't get me wrong, but the skills are all globals, so it's really just skills for the player and not for NPCs, and I want to have the NPCs have these same skills as well. Cool. Alright. Spinning load screens. I'm going to say this one's declined only because I am going to place art on the load screens, and so we can't have it spinning around. Otherwise, I would say this would be UI, say HUD and interface, and I guess quality of life. Why not? Interface. Well, actually, shit. I guess I should unassigned. Say declined. It's the best part of the song. Alright, cool. Read or take. Oh, these classics. Read or take books. I think I know. Didn't I already? I thought I already answered these. Read or take. I guess not. I just saw them, I guess. So this is... auto-learn spells from spell tomes. Default access to read, take already read books, and learn spells from spell tomes. I wouldn't want it to behave that way. I will say, considering, since it's a big change to expected behavior, but weird. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, I thought so too, Lizzie. Do followers auto-assign perk points based on what they're using? No, and that's one of the... What is happening here? Oh. We're gonna do... Let's go back to Green Forest then. How about that, huh? No. Last Wielder? I don't know. Ooh, this one. This is a great fucking song. So one of the big reasons why I want to move to this move to this proprietary perk system, right, is that, proprietary skill system, is that the NPCs can't learn perks. The perks that they have at the beginning of the game is all they'll ever have. So I would much prefer to have their skills dictated, or their effectiveness dictated by real skills, like real actor values or actor value approximations, because that's something that can increase over the course of the game. That's sort of the dirty secret of Requiem followers, is that because perks are so important in Requiem, either you just whatever perks your follower has when you find them is the only perks they're ever going to have. So sometimes they, have too few, sometimes they have too many, sometimes they have just the right amount for wherever you are right now, but then they kind of can't progress with you, right? Yep, that would happen, Kai. If they don't have the proper... We try to give, everyone that perk, all the followers, but it just sucks. It's, not a good... I think the appealing thing for most of us, right, with followers is kind of having them... Look, I'm going downward in my weirdo chair. Look, now I'm down here. Whoa. It's kind of fun to have them, grow and change with you, right, and experience growing stronger as you guys, adventure together, do whatever it is you're doing. So it's a real bummer when you can't really do that, to be honest. Get rid of all these. Worth evaluating, and we could probably configure the way we want. Say SKSE, whoops. No. SKSE plugin, say quality of life. Controls, say both. Okay. This would be probably controls. Yeah. Whoa, my gosh. Controls and camera expansion. There are only one vampire skin texture and skin tone. I'm not sure. Book of Matches. I can't even remember if we still use dynamic vampire appearance, but I do believe that all of the vampires use, I imagine, the same skin textures, but that's just because that's how it works, on the back end.
And you want to help support the channel as well as get some really awesome exclusive...
SKSE.
Be sure to check out my Patreon page by hitting the support button.
Yeah, I don't... You're asking
With a new cover.
if there are specific vampire textures. Oh, this is such a great cover. It's Chill Penguin from Mega Man X. Specific textures per race for vampires, because generally speaking, even non-vampires don't have that. Are you saying face paints and stuff? I'm gonna copy this. I think we're about to use it again. Did I count that one properly already, Lizzie? If I do this one, is that 25 or 26? Say considering, and we'll say boom. This would be controls. And then SKSE plugin, and then quality of life. Controls gamepad, and controls keyboard. It's 25 when I add this one. Gotta make sure we're accurate, Boom. We did it. Environs. Gotcha, thank you. Ooh, Okay, we definitely did this one, right? Yeah, okay, this one, I feel like I definitely did. Yes, all right, that one I did for sure. I was like, for sure. Does this one at least have the description in the... There we go. I was like, that sounds way too familiar. Yeah, this one somehow got doubled up. So I'll just delete the other one. Does that still count? No? The default lightest gray or a light-skinned red guard becomes much darker skin when they change. So it's like, essentially, the tint you're saying does not persist. Yeah, I gotcha. I mean, as far as I know, I don't think we do anything to change that behavior off the top of my head. Do you know of a mod that allows you to do that? Because if so, we can look into it for sure. Alright, this one, I'm just gonna yeet. Oh, this we've definitely... Oh, whoa, okay. So, better rotating save system, safety strip for saving. Wow, okay. Interesting. Sure, yeah, I mean, that would be great if you can find it. I mean, that I get how that would be really frustrating, you know? Like, definitely not... Well, you know what? That's pretty strange. Like, you would think... Because, like, skin tone, I believe, is just almost like a... Like a color value that gets applied, so it's a little strange. I could be wrong about that, I guess. But, I don't know. I would have to... Maybe I can ask around about that. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna make... Let me make a task note for myself here in my, personal... Because that is interesting. That's definitely not sort of what I would expect. Say... Sorry. Matches reports that skin tones... And this happens with vanilla as well. You can confirm that. Don't persist when changing into a vampire. That it's apparently... behavior. I love this song. I actually have never even played Final Fantasy VIII, but I know a few of the tracks because they're so good. Alright, cool. Well, I have it down. I can add a ticket for it at some point. That would be, maybe, if we find a fix for it, something that we could extract as a standalone mod. Oh yeah, so this is kind of crazy. I remember the original version of this mod. Protects your save data through system checks to prevent saving situations known to cause saving and corruption. It's Wildlander, presume, so if it's untouched but never tried. Ah, I understand. Well, I mean, here. Actually, I don't know if there's an easy way to make ourselves into vampires, but I don't know. I'll keep an eye out for it for sure. That is kind of strange. It's disappointing, too, if that's how it works on vanilla. Okay. Very cool. I love rotating saves. Regional save. That is true, Lizzie. I knew we could do it that way, but it's like, it seems like a whole lot of effort. We only have 7 minutes left, so I'm trying to get these suggestions in.
Huge shout out to my man Colby Dude for being so awesome and helping support my videos as well.
Huh, that's so strange. What a weird... Pardon me, I'm like... That seems like something where it's kind of fair to be like, come on, Bethesda. I would like to see, okay, bugs, no MCM menu, CTD, and open saves. Oh, okay, not that. Oh, okay. Say, considering there are a lot of things that can go wrong with mods attempting to adjust saves work, but author is on a, let's say, promising, and I know the author has been working on this project for a very long time. If all the features work as advertised, especially the rotating saves, this could be a great solution for keeping saves non-corrupt. Maybe in addition to the, what was the clean save thingy? Lizzie, what was that called? I think clean save mod. I bet if we search it, we'll find it. This will be quality of life. We're gonna call this, this is a different one. I'm almost gonna say performance improvement too. I already made a suggestion for it. I just couldn't remember what it was called. I think it's like clean save or something. Fire crackling? That's, man. So if I just keep typing, that's a good sound, right? Fire crackling, right, Connor? Yes, we have seen that mod, Dan Step. We, I think approved it. I think I called it considering, so it's like I gotta check it out, right? Clean save auto reloader, that's right. Thank you. Perf. Tight. Well, I'll also bug fixes for sure. Ouch. Yeah, I promise we're not on fire, at least not to my knowledge. Call this misc fixes, I don't know. Or even, I almost want to say like character creation overhaul, because that's where we're gonna add like permadeath. How about I do this? I'm gonna say permadeath, I'll say permadeath and saving expansion. Actually, maybe just like death. Death and defeat, there we go. I knew I had one for it, just couldn't remember what I did. Boom, 26. We're almost there, guys. We can get to 30. Centered blue palace throne. Yeah, this is really weird.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed the video. I want to give a special thanks to my amazing girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Awesome theme for me to cover. If any of you guys
approved. No major incompatibilities.
check out my Patreon.
Compatibilities with, wow, there's a lot of I's in that word. Mods that edit the blue palace, like enhance likely of patches available. Say environment, visuals, and quality of life for sure. Oh my god, One Winged Angel, the classic. Yo, thanks so much, Connor. Much appreciated. Also, it was a good call to make the team testing channel into the forum style. I don't know if that was you or Lizzie or who, but I really appreciate that. Alright, cool. Oh, Solitude. Give it like a little Solitude marker. We'll make this one Solitude expansion. Approved. Bingo Bongo 27. I mean, Connor has amazing ideas, as we all know, but Lizzie's the idea machine. When it comes to organizing all of the stuff, Lizzie is second to none. DLC 2 Tribal Werebear script fix. Through assuming no issues. Let's just check it to be safe. So many DLC 2. It's like, who did the coding on fucking Dragonborn? Because there's all these problems. Cool. I mean, coding's hard. I don't want to be an asshole. Bug fixes. Werewolves. Sephiroth. Misc fixes. Nice. We're getting to 30, y'all. shot. Oh, we're getting to 30. No sweat. No bugs. We Gucci. Maybe. Oh yeah, come on. Approved. Assuming no issues. Yeah, could be. Say bug fixes and performance improvement, really. MISC fixes and approved. Nice. And finally, so can you say running forever? Man, it even works retroactively? Beautiful. Cool. We Gucci. Approved. MISC fixes. That's gonna be boom, bug fixes, performance improvement. All right, and that's 30. 2 o'clock on the dot. We did it, everybody. Did anyone have 30? All right, so who won? Anyone still around? I don't remember your predictions, but if you remember yours, then we need the winner for like who is closest, and then the winner for who is closest. Price is Right rules. Who is underneath and not over. I'm gonna find a way to get these down and then award people like channel points or something for it. That sounds fun to me. I'll definitely have to do that soon. Campiati had 21. I feel like somebody had high 20s, I want to say, or low 30s. I can't remember. I swear someone had like 27. I feel like I remember it because my birthday is the 27th of December. Like that Scott Pilgrim bit when he's like, someone says like a number and he's like, that's my birthday. Like, no, Scott. Like March 27th. And he's like, oh, 25 or 27. All right, well, whoever that was, you might have won it. And I appreciate the vote of confidence. I think 21, for whatever it's worth, was a completely reasonable prediction. But we killed it, right? We got 79, my God. Yeah, Lizzie was telling me that she said this earlier, but there was a user who anonymously made 60 different suggestions. So that was a lot. I also have, like, once I finish migrating over all the content from Jira to Airtable that we're doing right now, I have a bunch of suggestions that I have just on an old Chrome setup that I have to add. So there's going to be a lot more. But anyway, y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I should be back. Let me double check my calendar, but I should be back next week at the same time. I have a bunch of freelance to do this week, but I've been trying to sort of pepper my schedule a little bit better so that I'm doing my freelance in chunks and also having chunks of time to dedicate to the development. Religion's pretty much the same as it was last week. I'm just kind of digging through and figuring out how I'm going to do it. I really haven't started in earnest trying to figure that out. But I'm going to be doing that this week. So I'll let you know what I find, right? Thanks for hanging out. Much appreciated, SK. I'm actually going to be chatting with SK on Thursday about, 1.2 and, or whatever we're going to call it, I guess, release number, something. Some other stuff, so that's going to be fun. And yeah, if I don't hear from you between then and now, I hope you guys have a wonderful week and a wonderful weekend. Let's go ahead and see who is... Let me just double check this too. Hold on a second. Yes, next Monday I will be here. I don't see anything that would keep me from it. I was gonna say, this is Majora's Mask. I recognize that. Twitch. Pausa. Who do we got? Waifu, Karsi, Pope Squidward, Lyric Wolf, Black Vegeta. Fumble, folks. I don't know who this is. Jay, offline. Dang. No Skyrim, huh? Alright, well, I think then we've got some good Zelda streamers to choose from here. I think it's going to be a Zelda stream day. Maybe it was serendipity. It was fate that it was Majora's Mask over there, right? So let's do raid. Yeah, should be cool. We're going to do... How about Pope Squidward, because it's Majora's Mask. Pope Squidward is a Majora's Mask runner, I'm assuming. Oh, randomizer too? Oh, delightful. All right, that's what it's going to be. Raid Pope Squidward. For those of you who don't know, Pope Squidward is a Majora's Mask speedrunner. Really cool dude. I believe still holds a number of world record categories for Majora. I'm actually not sure about that. It's been a while since I kept up with that leaderboard. But Pope is, as far as Majora's goes, in contention or just straight up the GOAT. So check it out if you want to see some cool running. He's like, I mean, ZFG for Ocarina of Time is really insane, almost like in a league of its own. But Pope, I was going to say, is kind of operating at the same tier for sure. So stick around, check out some cool speedrunning. And yeah, thanks again for hanging out. Much appreciated. I'll see you guys at the same time next week. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I will see you then, okay? Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Oh my god. This is the perfect time to raid. Holy crap.